Hello everyone, welcome back to Talk Fluent. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're learning English and sometimes feel confused about grammar, don't worry because today's episode is going to make things much easier.
Hey everyone, it's great to have you here. You know, one thing we hear all the time from English learners is, there are so many tenses, I don't know which one to use.
That's true, and honestly, I used to think English grammar was much more complicated than it really is. A lot of learners spend months studying complicated rules when they actually need only a few core tenses for everyday conversations.
Exactly, that's why today's topic is called, You're Making English Harder Than It Is. Flushed face, these tenses change everything. Fire.
Today we're going to show you how a small number of tenses can help you handle most real conversations in English. Whether you're talking about your daily routine, what's happening now, or your plans for the future, these tenses will help you communicate naturally.
And the best part is that native speakers use these tenses constantly. We're not focusing on complicated textbook grammar today. We're focusing on real English that people actually use.
By the end of this episode, you'll know when to use the present simple, present continuous, and future with going to. You'll also understand how to build natural sentences and avoid common mistakes.
Before we begin, we have a question for you. Which tense confuses you the most? Present simple, present continuous, future forms? Let us know in the comments because we'd love to hear from you.
And if you're enjoying these lessons, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Talk Fluent, and share it with a friend who's learning English too.
Alright, let's jump right in and make English feel a whole lot easier.
Let's start with the most important tense for everyday English, the present simple.
This tense is everywhere. If you master this one, you'll already sound much more confident.
The basic formula is very simple. Subject plus base verb plus object. For example, I drink coffee, you study English, we watch movies. That's it, very simple.
Let me give you a few more examples. She works from home, they play soccer every weekend, he drives to work. My friend loves pizza, we live in a small apartment. Notice something. These sentences talk about regular activities, habits, and facts.
Exactly, we use the present simple for things that happen regularly. I wake up at 7 a.m., I drink tea every morning, I study English after dinner. These are habits, they happen again and again.
We also use it for facts. The sun rises in the east, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, birds fly. These are generally true statements.
Here's a question for you. What do you do every morning? Think about it. Can you make a sentence using the present simple? Maybe, I exercise every morning, I check my phone every morning, I eat breakfast every morning. Try saying your answer out loud.
Great practice, and if you'd like extra practice, write one sentence about your morning routine in the comments.
Now let's talk about the third-person singular rule. When we use he, she, or it, we usually add s to the verb. I work, you work, they work, but he works, she works, it works. This small s causes a lot of problems for learners.
Oh yes, I hear mistakes like she work in a hospital. That's incorrect. The correct sentence is she works in a hospital. Another example, he play basketball. Correct, he plays basketball.
Don't worry if you forget sometimes. Even advanced learners make this mistake occasionally. Now let's look at negative sentences. The formula is subject plus do not slash don't plus base verb. Examples, I don't drink coffee. We don't watch TV often, they don't live here.
And with he, she, and it, we use doesn't. He doesn't like spicy food. She doesn't work on weekends. It doesn't matter. Notice something important. After doesn't, the verb returns to its base form, not she doesn't works. Correct. She doesn't work.
That's a very important rule. Let's practice together. Positive, she studies English. Negative, she doesn't study English. Positive, he drives to work. Negative, he doesn't drive to work.
Now a challenge for our listeners. Can you change this sentence into a negative? They play tennis every Saturday. Think about it. The answer is they don't play tennis every Saturday. Great job if you got it right.
Let's also look at questions. The formula is do slash does plus subject plus base verb. Examples, do you like coffee? Do they work here? Does she speak English? Does he play soccer?
Let me ask everyone a few questions. Do you watch English videos every day? Do you practice speaking English? Does your best friend speak English? Try answering out loud right now.
Speaking out loud is one of the fastest ways to improve. Your mouth needs practice just like your brain does.
That's so true. Reading is helpful, listening is helpful, but speaking is where real progress happens.
Before we move on, let's quickly review. We use the present simple for habits, routines, facts, and things that happen regularly. The structure is subject plus verb plus object negative. Subject plus don't slash doesn't plus verb question. Do slash does plus subject plus verb.
Perfect. If you can use these three patterns confidently, you're already building a strong foundation for real English conversations. That's our first big step toward making English easier.
Now that we've covered the present simple, let's move on to another tense that native speakers use every single day, the present continuous.
This is the tense we use when something is happening right now or around the current time period.
Exactly, the formula is very simple. Subject plus am slash is slash or plus verbing. For example, I am studying English. She is reading a book. They are watching a movie.
Here are some real-life examples. I'm drinking coffee right now. My brother is working. We're recording a podcast. The kids are playing outside. My phone is charging. These actions are happening at this moment.
That's the key idea. If the action is happening now, the present continuous is often the best choice. Let's compare. I work from home. This is a routine. I am working from home today. This is happening now or for a temporary period.
Great comparison. Another example, she studies English. That's her regular habit. She is studying English right now. That means she's doing it at this moment.
Many learners confuse these two tenses because both can talk about the present. Here's a simple trick. Ask yourself, is this a habit or is it happening now? If it's a habit, use present simple. If it's happening now, use present continuous.
Let's act out a real conversation.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm watching a new TV series.
Nice. Do you usually watch TV in the evening?
Yes, I do.
Notice the difference. What are you doing? Uses present continuous because it's happening now. Do you usually watch TV? Uses present simple because it's a habit.
That's how native speakers switch naturally between these tenses.
Let's talk about negative sentences. The structure is subject plus am not slash isn't slash aren't plus verbing. Examples. I'm not sleeping, she isn't driving, they aren't studying.
Here are a few more. We're not waiting anymore. He isn't listening. The dog isn't barking. Very simple.
And for questions, am slash is slash are plus subject plus verbing. Examples. Are you working? Is she cooking? Are they coming?
Let me ask our listeners a few questions. Are you watching this video at home? Are you learning English every day? Is someone sitting next to you right now? Answer out loud if you can.
Here's another important use of the present continuous. We often use it for temporary situations. For example, I'm staying with my cousin this week. Normally I live in my own apartment, but right now my situation is temporary.
Exactly, I'm taking an online course this month. She's working on a big project. We're learning new vocabulary this week. These situations aren't permanent.
Let's talk about formal and informal English. In formal writing, you may see, I am working on the report. In everyday conversation, native speakers usually say, I'm working on the report.
Contractions make your English sound more natural. I'm your he's, she's, were there. Try using these whenever you're speaking.
Let's do a quick practice activity. I'll give a situation and you choose the tense. Situation, every morning I drink coffee. Which tense? Present simple. Situation, right now I am drinking coffee. Which tense? Present continuous.
Great job. Now let's share 3 quick tips. First, look for words like every day, usually, and often. These often signal present simple. Second, look for words like now, right now, and at the moment. These often signal present continuous. Third, always ask yourself whether the action is regular or temporary.
Those 3 tips can solve a lot of confusion, and we'd love to see your examples. Write 1 present simple sentence and 1 present continuous sentence in the comments.
Let's review this section. Present simple talks about habits and facts. Present continuous talks about actions happening now or temporary situations. Knowing when to switch between them will make your English sound much more natural.
Awesome. Now let's move to the third tense that can completely transform your everyday conversations. Talking about the future with going to.
This is one of the easiest and most useful ways to talk about future plans in English.
The basic formula is subject plus am slash is slash or plus going to plus base verb. Examples. I'm going to study tonight. She's going to travel next month. We're going to visit our friends.
Here are some everyday examples. I'm going to cook dinner. They're going to buy a new car. He's going to call his mother. We're going to watch a movie tonight. Native speakers use this structure all the time.
We usually use going to when we already have a plan or intention. For example, I'm going to start exercising next week. I've already decided.
Compare these 2 sentences. I'm going to learn Spanish. That's a plan. I learned Spanish. That sounds like a current habit. The meaning changes completely.
Let's create a real-life conversation. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to visit my grandparents.
Nice. Are you going to stay there overnight?
Yes, I'm going to stay until Sunday.
That's exactly how these conversations happen in daily life.
We can also use going to when there's evidence that something will happen. Look at those dark clouds. It's going to rain, look at that car, it's going to crash if the driver isn't careful.
Great point. Now let's look at negative sentences. Subject plus am slash is slash or plus not plus going to plus verb examples. I'm not going to buy it. She isn't going to come. They aren't going to stay long.
And questions are easy too. Am slash is slash are plus subject plus going to plus verb. Are you going to travel this year? Is she going to join us? Are they going to move?
Let's talk about sounding polite and natural. Instead of saying, I want to leave now, you can sometimes say, I'm going to head out now. That sounds softer and more conversational.
Tone matters. Native speakers often use friendly future expressions. I'm going to check that. We're going to figure it out. You're going to love this restaurant.
Let's do a mini practice. Complete this sentence. Tomorrow I going to study English. The answer is tomorrow I am going to study English.
Another one, they going to travel next month. The answer is, are they are going to travel next month.
Excellent. Now here are 3 final tips. First, use present simple for routines. Second, use present continuous for actions happening now. Third, use going to for future plans.
And don't forget to write a future sentence in the comments. Tell us something you're going to do this week. We'd love to read it.
When you master these 3 tenses, you'll be able to handle a huge percentage of everyday English conversations.
Exactly, present simple, present continuous, and going to form a powerful foundation that can carry you through countless real-life situations.
All right, before we finish today's lesson, let's talk about something every English learner experiences: mistakes.
Oh yes, and honestly, mistakes are not a sign that you're failing. They're a sign that you're learning.
Absolutely. I still remember making grammar mistakes when I was learning another language. Sometimes I'd say something completely different from what I intended.
Same here. That's why we want to show you some of the most common mistakes learners make with these tenses so you can avoid them.
Let's start with mistake number 1, mixing present simple and present continuous. Incorrect, I am going to work every day. Correct, I go to work every day.
Why? Because every day shows a routine. Routines use the present simple. Now look at this. Incorrect, I go to work right now. Correct, I am going to work right now. The phrase right now tells us the action is happening at this moment.
Here's mistake number 2, forgetting the S with he, she, and it. Incorrect, she work in a bank. Correct, she works in a bank. Incorrect, he drive to school. Correct, he drives to school.
This mistake is extremely common. A simple memory trick is this. If you see he, she, or it, your brain should immediately ask, does this verb need an S?
Mistake number 3, using the wrong verb form after doesn't. Incorrect, she doesn't works here. Correct, she doesn't work here.
This happens because learners try to use 2 grammar markers at the same time. The word doesn't already shows the grammar. The main verb must return to its base form. Doesn't work, doesn't play, doesn't study.
Not doesn't works, doesn't plays, or doesn't studies.
Exactly. Now let's look at mistake number 4, forgetting be in the present continuous. Incorrect, I studying English. Correct, I am studying English. Incorrect, they watching TV. Correct, they are watching TV.
The present continuous always needs am, is, or are. Think of it as a team. You can't have the verbing form alone.
Here's a funny example. Imagine someone says, I eating pizza. It sounds like the sentence forgot part of itself on the way to the conversation.
That's a great way to remember it. Now let's practice. Which sentence is correct? A, he work every day. B, he works every day. The answer is B.
Another one, a, they are watching TV. B, they watching TV. The answer is A.
One more, a, she doesn't likes coffee. B, she doesn't like coffee. The answer is B.
Excellent, and remember, mistakes are completely normal. Every fluent speaker you know has made thousands of mistakes while learning.
Exactly, the goal isn't perfect English. The goal is communication. If people understand you, you're already making progress.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's how improvement happens.
Now it's time for our interactive practice section.
Let's see how well you've learned today's tenses.
For each situation, choose the best sentence and say your answer out loud. Situation 1, you are talking about your daily routine. Option A, I am drinking coffee every morning. Option B, I drink coffee every morning.
The best answer is B, it's a regular habit, so we use the present simple.
Situation 2, you have a cup of coffee in your hand right now. Option A, I drink coffee. Option B, I am drinking coffee.
The answer is B, the action is happening now.
Situation 3, you already decided to visit your friend tomorrow. Option A, I'm going to visit my friend tomorrow. Option B, I visit my friend tomorrow.
The better answer is A, it's a future plan.
Situation 4, talking about a fact. Option A, the sun is rising in the east. Option B, the sun rises in the east.
The answer is B because it's a general fact.
Situation 5. Right now your brother is doing homework. Option A, my brother does homework. Option B, my brother is doing homework.
The answer is B because the action is happening now.
Fantastic work. Now try creating your own examples. Make one sentence about a daily habit. Make one sentence about something happening right now. Make one sentence about a future plan.
You can even pause after this episode and say them out loud. Speaking helps these patterns become automatic.
And if you'd like extra practice, write all 3 sentences in the comments. We love seeing your progress.
Remember, real conversation matters more than perfection. Focus on expressing your ideas clearly and confidently.
We've covered a lot today, so let's wrap everything up. Today you learned that English doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, a few powerful tenses can help you handle most everyday conversations.
Let's review the 3 main concepts we covered. First, present simple for habits, routines, and facts. Second, present continuous for actions happening now and temporary situations. Third, going to for future plans and intentions.
If you practice these 3 tenses consistently, you'll notice a huge difference in your confidence. You'll spend less time worrying about grammar and more time actually speaking English.
And that's the real goal. Communication comes first. Grammar helps, but communication is what connects people.
Before we go, here's a question for you. Which of these 3 tenses do you think you'll use most often this week? Think about it and share your answer in the comments.
We'd genuinely love to hear from you. Reading your comments helps us create lessons that match your learning goals.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like this video, share it with a friend, leave a comment, and subscribe to Talk Fluent so you never miss a new lesson.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself.
Your English is improving every day, even when it doesn't feel like it. Stay consistent and trust the process.
Thanks for listening to Talk Fluent. Take care, keep learning, and see you next time.